2 this is. And this new chapter is chapter 26. It's a very, very important chapter for us because it is going to explain to us the Sankhya philosophy as expounded by the Lord himself. That means Sri Krishna, who is taking the form of Kapila Muni, is himself spewing this knowledge to us. Alright, please understand this. This is a first-hand information and knowledge. And that is the reason why it is very, very important. So who is the person he is telling this thing to? So Kapila Muni is telling this knowledge to his devotee. That is his own mother, Devahuti. So when Kapila Muni is expounding this knowledge to Devahuti, it is one of the toughest knowledges, and if you pay attention to it single pointedly, you can at least gather 0.01% out of it, because it's not so easy to know this kind of a knowledge or this information which I am giving. So let us begin this new chapter today. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam. This is chapter 26 from Canto 3 part 2, Fundamental Principles of Material Nature. Kapila Muni continued, "My dear mother, now I shall describe unto you the different categories of the absolute truth, knowing which any person can be released from the influence of the modes of material nature." Here the first opening line itself tells you what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn the absolute truth. When we say absolute truth, what does this mean? Now let us try to understand the term truth. Then we will come to absolute truth. Now let us say there are two children. Okay? One child has eaten the chocolate, and the other child is caught by his parents looking at the wrapping paper. Alright? So he has picked up the wrapping paper of the chocolate and he is looking at it, and his parents have assumed that this child who is looking at the wrapping paper must have eaten the chocolate. Now I want you to think about the three people over there. The parent, the child who is holding the chocolate, who has eaten the chocolate, and the child who is holding the wrapping paper. Now, who is true in this? You will find that your answer is going to be very simple. That child who is holding the wrapping paper is not the culprit. Got it? But yet he is caught. The parent says, "What is this? You have eaten the chocolate." And this child is trying to tell his parent, no dad, I did not eat the chocolate. But the dad has seen him holding the wrapper. The other child has eaten and has gulped it down, and there is no trace of the chocolate anywhere. So the father will ask both the children, who has eaten the chocolate? The other child who has eaten the chocolate will say, I don't even know about it. So in your world, what is he doing? He is telling lies. Correct? Now I want you to think in terms of really what has happened. Is it a crime? Or is there no crime? What is the truth? And what is falsehood? Everybody's falsehood is dependent on their own perspective. Look at it from this point of view. The child who has eaten the chocolate says, I have not eaten. Is he falsifying? Yes. The parent who has seen the child holding the chocolate wrapper is looking at the child and saying, you are telling lies. Is the parent falsifying? Yes. Now the third child who is holding the wrapper in hand is saying, why am I being falsely accused by my father? This brother of mine has eaten the chocolate and yet I am held responsible. So as not to get a beating or pasting, the child says, okay, I have eaten. All three of them are telling lies. So what is the truth in this? All these three is material worldly truth. Are you getting the point? And all three of them are telling lies. This is material worldly lies. The truth from the father's side is he has seen only the wrapper. So is he right from his perspective? Of course he is right. That is what he saw. I hope you are getting the answer. Absolute truth is nothing like this. The absolute truth is really very, very different. A biggest question in spirituality is, in some of the Greek philosophers, they said, you are what you think you are. Is that true or wrong? You are your thoughts. They have said these words. Is that sentence right or wrong? You will find that it was proven by these Greek philosophers or whoever they were that this sentence is true. Now look at it from the perspective of a spiritual person. The sentence is false. Because if everyone is a soul, the soul has no distinction. Are you getting the point? Every soul is one only. So everything is one only. One is called the Paramatma or the Supreme Lord, God. So whose thoughts are those? Actually, there are no thoughts. There are no thoughts. Why will God want to have a thought in some cell of his? Why will he want to have? It is like he is broadcasting on a radio station or something like that, and somebody is picking up the sound wave. If you are that, this body of yours is just a responder, just a person who is, transmitting the knowledge, then you are not the one who is saying the thoughts. Isn't that true? You look at a radio. The radio is blaring. You may think, because if you are an innocent person, you will think, oh, the radio is talking. Is the radio talking? No. Is the television talking? No. Do you think that the actors over there are talking? No. This is called false reality. This is called false reality. I'm sorry, this is going to be a little hard on you because it's not so easy to explain the absolute truth. Now let us look at another perspective. I am holding a pen. Am I holding a pen? The answer is yes. In the material world, I am holding the pen. In the world of science, I am not holding the pen. Do you know a person can never touch anything? If you think that I am touching this pen over here, I am actually not touching it because nothing is connecting over there. Remember, if I go to the atomic state, nothing is touching over there. It's only empty space in between the pen and me. Then why are you saying that you have touched it? The idea is, whose perspective are you seeing? So this perspective is wrong. The idea of, so why did I give you this example? The example was given for everybody to understand one thing in life. Your truth, so-called your truth, is your relative truth. It has nothing to do with the world. You are telling lies otherwise also. Your truth is not your truth at all. Your truth is only relative to you. So there is a relationship between 1 and 2. So like nothing can touch this pen, similarly the truth can never touch anything, and neither can falsehood. You are just talking nonsense. So think like that. So this is a term where we cannot actually understand what is the truth. So see the verse in which he is saying this. There are different categories of the absolute truth. Can absolute truth have different categories? A truth is truth is truth is truth. Isn't that true? See, look at the way how you are foxed now. How can there be different truths? There is only one truth, you say, no? Haven't you said these words? There is only one truth? No, there is no one truth. It is relative. From whose point of view you are seeing is the truth. Your child is telling truth from one perspective. The other child is telling truth from their perspective. The third one says the truth from his perspective. Everybody is blind. It's like the blind people going and touching the elephant. So this is the philosophy of spirituality. Nobody can understand because the truth itself is like multifold. That is why he says there are different categories of truth. Absolute truth has categories. How is that possible? So if you were to know this truth, then you will be free from the material nature. You know, free from material nature. When anybody comes to a guru, let us say they come to me and they say some words to me. Guruji, you are the greatest. You are this, you are that. You know, you did a lot of good stuff. Really? In my world, I'll look at them and laugh at it. Not in front of their face, because they'll think, what am I doing? No. I am smiling inside because they are telling lies. Their truth is only punctuated by their own thoughts, their own thinking methods. The rest of the world is going to think differently. The world will think this fellow is a crook. This fellow is a crook. So who is right? Everybody is right from their perspective and everybody is wrong from their perspective. Cannot be understood. That is why we have to know. In spiritual world, that's why I said, even if 0.01% of it goes into your brain, I will be thankful to it. No? It's not easy for this chapter to be understood. So let us see what he's saying. The verse is so beautiful. Let me see how many of you actually understand this. Verse 2. Knowledge is the ultimate perfection of self-realization. I shall explain that knowledge unto you, by which the knots of attachment to the material world are cut. The only way in which you can understand the truth is by disassociating with everybody and everything. The moment you are in association, now let us say you are a young person. Your truth is what your parents tell you. Your truth is what your friends and relatives tell you, your siblings and all. When you get married, your truth is what your spouse tells you and what your children tell you. Sometimes you will think that, oh, my mother and my father are telling the truth. No. You are having relationship with these people, which means attachment to them. Your truth is going to be disturbed because of this answer. You are never going to understand the truth because of association with others. So did I say these words that everybody's truth is their relative truth? See, it's so boring. You are yawning away. Look at that. So think on those lines. Relative truth. Sir, relative also means somebody who is related to you, no? So when you are in association with someone, your truth is falsehood only. Please remember this. You will never understand the truth because you are always taking the other person into consideration. And you think your parents are telling the truth because what they say is all right. You think that your wife is telling the truth or your husband is telling the truth. They are telling something and you are accepting it. Your children will say something and you accept your children's truth. No. If you believe in all this, then the knots of material attachment is never going to go away. No idea about knowledge. You will never get knowledge if you associate yourself with these kind of people. You know, many people, they come to me for some few months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year and all. And after that they disappear. Do you know why they disappear? Because a woman is told by her husband that this fellow is a crook, don't listen to him. If a woman comes to me, her husband will tell her, don't listen to him, he is an idiot. He doesn't tell the truth. Association with your relations is the cause of you not getting the true knowledge. See the way how it is written. Knowledge is the ultimate perfection of self-realization. What is written over here? Self-realization, you can reach self-realization if you have the perfect knowledge. So now I want you to think of this woman who might have left because her husband told her so. You know our basic phrase in spirituality, na? Association with the wise. Association with the devotees of God will lead you to God. Are they associating with their husbands? That guy is only interested in money and sex. That's it. Only 2 things. The third thing is not even interested in. How is it going to lead that person to self-realization or spiritual knowledge or perfection in knowledge? No way. Association with the wise is the only way in which you can become wise. If you associate with your parents, my mummy, my daddy, they are liars. From beginning only they told you lies. The day you were born they told you lies. Do you know what lies they told you? You are my son or you are my daughter. First lie. My baby. Second lie. Can you understand? Who's told you that is your baby, boss? Imagine the machine in Coca-Cola says one bottle is going out, my baby is going out. Second bottle is manufactured, is going out, my baby is going out. A beer bottling company says, my baby, one gone out, second one gone out, third one gone out. See? Just because a machine is making some children or some bottles doesn't mean that that machine is the mother or something like that. It's just because it's a manufacturing process. The woman's womb is a manufacturing place. And you are thinking ingredients are important. Really? Tomorrow the salt will look at the water, H2O, and say, my mummy. Sodium hydroxide, and hydrochloric acid. My mummy and my daddy. Can sodium chloride look at sodium hydroxide and, NaOH we say, and HCl, hydrochloric acid? This is my daddy and this is my mummy. Can you say that? What are you talking about? So the first falsehood is always created by the parents. Why are they creating it? Knots of attachment. Something coming out of their body, they are going to take it close and say, my baby. Do they do that to their shit? Huh? No. It's coming out of their body, sir. Does anybody do that? Hold it in the hand and say, my baby. Nobody does that. Yuck. But the dirty thing that is coming out of their body full of gunk. My baby. This is called the first falsehood. The knots of attachment in the material world are established by the parents. The first set of liars in your life. Second set of liars are your own relatives who are around you. Oh, he is the son of so-and-so, he is the daughter of so-and-so. They are my brother. So one Kinley bottle looks at another Kinley bottle and says, that is my brother, Really? One Coke bottle looks at another Coke bottle and says, that is my sister. What are you talking about? Somebody is going to drink it and throw the bottle for recycling. You are also going to be done the same. After you finished your drinking process, you understand? You are getting married, having children and all that. You are going to be chucked inside some dustbin, recycling bin. It is called the grave. Your value is zero. Your body has zero value. So this answer is there. So the knowledge is the important thing. Nothing is going to remain except the knowledge. And knowledge is the only thing that can take you towards self-realization. Just knowing things. If you know things, you don't open your mouth. You know that, no? I have met a lot of these kind of, great sadhu babas in this world. Yoga experts, sadhu babas and all these kind of crooks in this world. I've looked at them and somebody even predicted a lot of stuff for me. You have to take it with a pinch of salt and don't bother your head about trying to correct them. Who can correct an idiot? Tell me. So don't try to correct that idiot. It's an honest thing. Don't try to correct an idiot. Knowledge should make you silent. You don't have to express it to anybody. Because everybody is living in their false world. Everybody's truth is relative. Nobody is right. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Sri Krishna, and he has no beginning. He is transcendental to the material modes of nature and beyond the existence of the material world. He is the perceivable everywhere because he is self-effulgent And by his self-effulgent luster, the entire creation is manifested. It's not written created. Do you understand the term? And God created man. No, Brahmaji must have created. Brahmaji is no God. He's a deity. He is the production company. Got it or no? A car company which produces cars like that. Doesn't mean anything. But who is the supreme boss? Lord Sri Krishna has always been around. In Narayana form has always been around. He's always there. He is transcendental to the material modes of nature. Means what? Beyond the material modes of nature. What are the material modes of nature? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Do you understand? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Does truth and falsehood comes in that or no? It comes in Sattva, Rajas and Tamas also, isn't it? Right? So when Sattva, Rajas and Tamas is there, you get disturbed by it. You should never eat non-veg stuff. Good. Why? It destroys the planet. So I saw this guy, the British television person, very famous guy. So there was an environmentalist sitting in front of him. And this environmentalist woman is telling him, you should never eat animals, you should never eat non-veg. And she was vegan. And she was giving him some solid lecture. So I told her, wait, what happens if I eat non-veg? You are destroying the environment, you are destroying the world, you are destroying this, you are destroying all kinds of things, she said. So he asked her, you came from United States, isn't it? Did you fly from USA? Was it fuel? Aircraft had fuel in it? In this country, are you coming and eating avocados? Those avocados have been flown from California to England in a flight. How much of fuel are they wasting? How much of environmental damage? Are you eating honey? Yeah. How many bees are destroyed? Who is going to be responsible for that? So eating 1 spoon of honey, you are destroying so many bees, isn't it? Avocados, bees, this and that. And then in front of the audience, he gets a Mac burger and he starts eating over there. Understand one thing, idiots are born every minute. So who is right from whose perspective? Her truth is her truth, vegan truth. His is non-vegetarian truth. The observer is looking at both of them, and if he's a vegetarian, he says, oh my God, look at him, he's eating a chicken. And the guy who loves KFC and McDonald's will say, wow, I wish I also had a burger just now. Now, whose truth is it? So this is all fake and falsehood. So the only one who is there in all these things, who is not disturbed by any of these things, the Sattva, Rajas or Tamas, none of it, is only the Lord. He is the Supreme God, whose existence is there in the material nature. He has created this material world. He is perceivable everywhere because he is self-effulgent. He can be seen in everything. Sir, if you are thinking that only chicken has God in it and God should not be cut, you think the plants don't have life, is it? Plants also have life. Anything that you eat in this world has got life in it. I am eating only one chicken, but you are eating a million grains like that. Are you destroying the future generation or no? See, if I eat one chicken, I might have taken care of a few eggs that the chicken would have given. 100 people I might have killed. You are eating one bowl full of rice and noodles and pasta and this and that. How much of grains have you destroyed? Each grain could have created one plant, no? So then whose truth is there? What are you talking about? God is in everything. Don't give that bullshit. God is in everything. Oh, God is not there in my party opposition. Really? I am a Hindu. Only God is in Hindu. Who told you that? God is in everybody, including the terrorist who is destroying you. When it is written in the scriptures, God is everywhere. Do you think He is not there even in that guy? No, there is a devil in it. Oh, you are making differentiation now. Only God is in everything. No, how can devil occupy that place? So these kind of belief systems are there where people believe that there is something else also over there. There is evil over there. Evil who created? God only created, boss. Nobody else was there. When He was the only person around, then who has created the evil? Only one person is created, isn't it? So that is why He says He is self-effulgent. He has all the knowledge in the world. And by His self-effulgent, entire creation is maintained. He just looks at it and says, okay, you live in my world. Okay, fine. I'm not going to tax you. Rented apartment you have taken, I will collect rent from you, from your wife only. Don't worry. She'll beat the hell out of you. What? You have taken this body, no? So and now we will understand what He does. As His pastimes, Sri Krishna, the greatest of the great, accepted the subtle material energy which is invested with three material modes of nature and which is related with Vishnu. So He was thinking one day, okay, let me create something. So just the thought came, like he's, okay, what to do? I'm just sitting over here. Let me create something. Because I am the greatest of the greatest. Okay, I am the super boss of everything. So, He said, I will create a material energy. Come on, let us create a material energy. So you are sitting in the cold somewhere in the, mountains. What are you interested in doing? You want to make one, fire, no, somewhere, or no? And you have learnt it in scouts and guides, how to make a fire. You rub that and you create a fire. Otherwise, you take out a matchbox and do it. It's as simple as that. You forgot the matchbox. That is your stupidity. You bought your iPad and everything, but you forgot the matchbox. How funny is that? So he says, God said, I will create one energy of mine. This energy will start producing something or the other. Now here the understanding should be this. I want you to think of this. You are a human being, correct? Are you thinking that in your stomach you are going to create something? Or does it happen on its own? Happens on its own, no? Or no? You eat something, your stomach is on autopilot. It is just doing everything on its own. If it doesn't do, that means there is a system failure over there. Correct? Otherwise, everything is happening on its own, no? When you wake up, your eyes are opening. Are they opening on their own, or you have to do like this and open them? No. It's not the camera cap that you have to remove from your eyes, no? Otherwise, imagine you are stuck up with one cap over here. You screw it on and you screw it off. No, nothing like that. It happens on its own. Correct? So in your world, your hair is not asking permission, can I grow? Does it ask permission? No. So when the hair grows on its own, your eyes are opening on its own, everything is happening on its own. Even in Lord's world, even in Krishna's world, wakes up, his eyes open. Automatic. He just thought something and one Vishnu comes in front of him. Okay? He doesn't have to tell Vishnu start creating or doing anything like that. Got it or no? It's in automation. It's like an understood thing. So here he is saying this. The material energy that is there, which is invested in the three material modes of nature, is related to Vishnu. Did the eye ask your permission to open? No. Did this hair ask your permission to open, or did it do its job? So the hair is doing the job, the eyes are doing the job, the stomach is doing their job, the heart is doing the job. The day you were born, it started beating, and the day you die, it will stop beating. Correct? It is an automation. It's a mode of nature. This mode of nature, which happens on its own, is called the Vishnu Tattva. Maintenance. You understand? Maintenance. On its own. Chalte rehta hai. It keeps on happening. So Vishnu is the one who handles this maintenance part of it. And does the maintenance guy also go over there if something goes wrong? Of course. If your heart has a hole, we have to fill it up, isn't it? So you have to go to the hospital, correct? Maybe patch it up. It's going to happen. So, this knowledge that the Lord is doing something is wrong. He is not doing anything. His own material nature does everything. Like you are not doing anything. Are you telling your hair to grow? No. On its own it is doing, isn't it? Did you understand this statement or no? Sri Krishna is not at all involved in the process. It's happening on its own because that is the nature. Nature. That is why he says, he accepted the material energy and is invested in these three modes of nature. Three modes of nature. The nature will handle on its own. Divided into varieties by her threefold modes, material nature creates the forms of living entities, and the living entities seeing this as illusion by the knowledge covered feature of the illusory energy. Here is the answer to all your questions. You think somebody is doing, God is doing. Here he is saying, the material nature is doing, not God is least bothered about it. Like you are least bothered about whether you are breathing or not, correct or no? You are breathing on your own, no? It's in automation, no or no? Same thing. Everything is happening on its own. If somebody says that God is giving me dreams, a guy must be an idiot. Why? God is not even involved in your dreams. Got the answer or no? Why is God giving me this kind of a horrible life? Krishna is not even involved in it. It is nature. Can you not understand? Nature is different than God. Next time remember, your hair grows on its own. And some of you it will not grow. That is not my problem. Okay? Those who are bald, the poor fellows, their hair doesn't grow. And nowadays everybody has to wear a wig. Okay, so think like that. The answer is, God is not involved in any process. Don't tell him that you are involved. Krishna, you are involved in this process. No, he is not even involved. It is the material nature. It is called Maya. She creates an illusion in your life, thinking that God is involved. He is least bothered about it. How are you bothered about it that your hair is growing? You are not, no? On its own. See, look at my little beard over here. Why? On its own it has come out. That's not my problem. Got it or no? So it's in a similar manner. Here he is saying everything is divided by threefold nature. Threefold nature. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So Sattva is the good part of it. Rajas is the active part of it. And Tamas is the horrible part of it, not the good part of it. Okay, bad part of it. So these three types of nature are there. Okay. And the created entities happen on their own. And God created man. Somebody wrote. God never created man. Some person, some artist, he wanted to create. His name was Brahmaji. He created a man. What? Somebody has to play in this Garden of Eden, no or no? You require toys also, boys with toys, they require that, no? So he created toys also. So, the living entities were created by nature, not by God. God is not even involved in this process, okay? Seeing this are illusions. So, one person looks at another person and is getting caught in the illusion. Look at him. He was born as the king's son. Look at me. I am born in a poor family. You make the distinction, no? She is fair, I am dark. She is beautiful, I am worthless. Look at I am so ugly. This is how we look at people. They got more money, I got nothing. So he says, this is an illusion by the knowledge covering feature of the illusory energy. We have come to the crux of the matter now. The crux of the matter is this. You are under an illusory power which has covered the truth completely. And you start accepting the falsehood. What is the falsehood? Now we'll be a little philosophical. You are that essence of the Lord. You are the essence of the Lord who went inside this body, and now when you came out in this world, you are accepting that you are the body and not the essence. That is your falsehood. Your knowledge is you are the essence of the Lord. Falsehood, I am a human being. Got the answer or no? I am somebody's son, I am somebody's daughter, I am somebody's this and somebody's that. We start thinking that we are the body, and this illusion is nothing but Maya's creation. Maya has covered you with fantastic amount of falsehood. How does she cover by falsehood? She is not telling you what is in her hand. Got it or no? I am not going to tell you the truth. Whether the cat is dead or cat is not dead, how do you know? Heisenberg. Is it? That is the one, no? Or I don't remember. Cat is dead or cat is not dead. How do you know? You don't know. It's illusion. Illusion. There was no cat over there. You created the cat. Are you getting it or no? Today morning I was asked a very beautiful question about a goddess. The goddess is created. What has happened? Goddess is created by Maya. So when the God wants to project himself, he creates an illusory power. The living entities seeing this are illusioned by the knowledge covering feature of the illusory energy. The illusory energy, whom we say as some god or some goddess, there can be no god or goddess. God, the divine Lord Krishna, is only extending himself into a form. That is the truth. So why are you looking at the form and thinking that that is something different? It is one Krishna only. Are you getting the point? So the example which I gave him was very simple. There is one Krishna, okay? In Tirupati he is called Balaji. In Srirangam he is called Sriranga. In Thiruvananthapuram he is called Padmanabha Swami. In Maharashtra he is called Panduranga. In Gujarat he is called Srinathji. So what name you want? All of them look kind of different, you know. One with such a big thing, you can't even see his eyes. Another one is sleeping. These are called creation of different forms of the same, for appeasing the people over there. The people in that place, they have to be appeased. That is why he has to come like that. Imagine tomorrow, I want you to think of this. In Vrindavan, the Egyptian god Ra comes over there. You know? And he's playing that music. Michael Jackson's music, you know, like that. And he comes over there. Nobody is going to recognize him. I am Ra. Who is this Ra? Oh, you are Egyptian god. I don't know who you are. I am the modern god. I have come over here. I am very rad, you know. Modern god. Ra, rad. After that I laugh. I am Radharani. How? Yeah, I recognize Radharani, but I don't recognize Ra. Do you get the point? Even Hanumanji didn't recognize his own boss. Hanumanji didn't recognize Sri Ram at all in the form of Sri Krishna. Why? He is God, no? He is God. Hanumanji is God, isn't it? Everybody prays Hanuman Chalisa, this thing, that thing. Every time they are doing it. Then how come he cannot recognize the Almighty Lord? Brahmaji couldn't recognize Krishna. How is it possible? Are you getting the answer or no? They want to see God only in the form that they want to believe in. So when Sri Krishna goes in the form of Sri Ram, that time only, you know, Hanumanji believes in him. Otherwise he doesn't believe. Even Sita Maiya doesn't believe in Hanumanji till he, you know, she gives her the ring and all that. Sita Maiya is goddess herself, isn't it? Why doesn't she believe? She should know everything by heart. No, I know. No, nothing like that. So Radharani is a creation for appeasing the people in that region. Balaji is a creation by Sri Krishna for appeasing somebody over there in Tirupati. So everywhere God takes a different form. If he goes to Peru tomorrow, he will become a Quechua. A different god altogether. When he goes to Europe, he will take another form. If he goes over there as Hanumanji, who is going to recognize him? Are you getting the point or no? Nobody in England is going to recognize him. Nobody in Denmark, Sweden and all that, they will say, who is this guy? Are you getting it or no? This is what is called creation of Maya. It is for your belief, and your belief is wrong because you are always driven by this illusory power of God. It will always keep you in a bulbulaya, in a state of not knowing the truth. He says this, are illusions by the knowledge covering features of the illusory energy. In South India, nobody believes in Radharani. If you ask people, they will say, oh, Radharani came into existence in 11th century. And this is a way of their belief system. They believe in that. Whereas the truth is what? This is nothing but creation of an illusory power. It is Sri Krishna only. He is Balaji. It is Sri Krishna only. He is Sri Ranga. It is Sri Krishna only who is none other than Panduranga. It is Sri Krishna only who might have become Jesus Christ. Why are you bothered? He might have become Ra. We don't know. Why are you bothered? You are getting carried away by these fake belief systems. Illusion by the knowledge covering feature of the illusory energy. That is called Maya. Are you getting this? We'll do one more verse for you to understand this. Because of his forgetfulness, the transcendental living entity accepts the influence of the material energy as his field of activity. And thus actuated, he wrongly applies the activity to himself. Human beings, they are forgetful. They have forgotten God. The moment they are born, they have forgotten who they are, number one. They think, I am somebody's son or somebody's daughter. They live in the fake world till they die. They start believing in this utter nonsense of theirs. And then what happens? So the transcendental living entity has got forgetfulness. It forgets itself. And then it accepts the influence of the material energy. The mother looks at the child, my baby. And the baby looks at, mommy. Really? That is not your mother. She is the production company which brought you in this world. So what is the big deal? I can buy wombs outside. You know that, no? Today's day and age, can you rent wombs or no? So the rented womb, whoever is, she might be a Mexican woman, or she might be an Indian, or she might be African, or she might be European, does not matter. Doesn't mean anything. What mummy? Who is the mummy there? And what daddy? Your sperm is from a rented place, sperm bank. Nobody knows. This is the fake world. My mother, my father, I was in foster home, this happened to me, that happened to me. Come on, bullshit and nonsense. Good you were in foster home, you don't have to go through the trauma of a real idiot. At least you know you are with a fake mother. In foster home, at least you have an idea that mother is fake and this father is fake. But if you are born in a family, you already start thinking, no, this is my mother and this is my father. Sorry, boss, that is wrong. This is what he is telling. You are the son of God only. Because you are the essence, that one little essence which is called the Jeev Atma is nothing but a portion of the Paramatma. When are you going to understand this? So you have false belief somewhere, you have forgotten everything, and the influence of the material energy is the field of activity. You start thinking, now I owe allegiance to this mother of mine, I owe allegiance to this father of mine, I always have to be truthful to them. And what truthful to them? They are nobody to you. And neither is your brother, sister, mother, husband, wife, children. Nothing is yours. You are a production company if you are a mother. Beyond that, you are nothing. And thus actuated, he wrongly applies the activity to himself. He starts thinking on himself. No, I am the son. I have to take care of my father and the mother. I have to take care of my wife. I have to take care of my children. What are you taking care of? Whom? These people will backstab you any minute and go away. You know, many a times a woman will get married to somebody else and go away. And then she will have her own family. I just heard some few days back about one set of parents. Okay, that man's third or fourth marriage is there and the woman's some third or fourth marriage is there. How many children they have? A lot of children. This marriage, this child was born. That marriage, that child was born. This is my husband, ex-husband, that is my ex-husband. Boss, how much of confusion do you have? You don't even know how many times you rented your womb out. What kind of an idiot are you? Nobody is yours. Nobody is yours. Only God is yours. And why do you keep on thinking that somebody is mine, somebody is mine? Nobody is yours. Understand this. This idea is the falsehood created in your life. Wrongly applied to the activity to himself, to you yourself. You have started applying this. Oh, I have to be a good mother, I have to be a good father, I have to be this and I have to be that. You know, recently there was one case. Okay, that man, he went around with one woman for many years, some 4-5 years. After that, they decided to get married. I'm in so much in love, and they've spent a bomb on their marriage. This guy was earning quite a lot. This woman was also earning quite a lot. Okay. And now it so happened that 2 or 3 years later, they went for a divorce. The same I love you became I hate you in 2 years' time. And now the wife has sued the man for some couple of crores of rupees. Okay. The man was very smart. First and foremost, never trust anybody. You should know this. First term of anything in life, don't trust anybody in this world. No husband, no wife, no mother, no father, nobody. Don't trust anybody. This man was smart. He brought all his property in his mother's name. He bought all his property in his mother's name. So in the court when he came, he said, I don't have any money. But the woman says, you are earning so much. I don't have anything. I want you to think about it. Why did that woman marry the man? For his money? She's also earning, no? Can you understand the falsehood all over the place? The woman is false because she is saying, I love you, and then she hates you. The man has married her. He knew very well she is going to backstab him. So what he did was, he was smart enough to put all his money in his mother's name. And then he told his mother, you better give me all my money after this divorce is through. So once the divorce was through, he transferred all the property back in his name. I can tell you that guy was smart. Why do people do this? Get the answer over here. Nothing is yours. You're not going to shit out that property tomorrow, by the way. Nothing is going to, it's not going to be eaten by you. Now, I'll give you another example. Very funny example this is. You know, the son died intestate. Intestate means without leaving a will. No will is written. Okay. It was a big property, some 10-20 crores or something like that. Big amount of property. And a total number of properties were some 60 or 80 crores rupees worth. So the man died intestate. He had no money. I mean, when he died, he had not written the will. Do you know who is the person who went after his property? Who sued? The mother. The mother sued, the property should come in my name because I have given birth to him. It's a very funny thing. The law states the mother and the father have no control over children's property. It belongs to the wife and the children. So the mother lost the case. This is something which people don't understand. They are some idiots of the highest order. Everybody in this world is untrustworthy. Can you understand this? The same mother, why is she suing? The same wife, why is she suing? The same husband will sue his wife. For what reason? So what bullshit are you talking about? Oh, I am in love and I am this and that. There's nothing. Tomorrow one case happens and you are finished. Your so-called wife or so-called husband will take you to the cleaners. They are only after money and things like that. It's all a fake world. Do you get the point? This is only world of Maya. Don't fall into it. That is why he says, because of forgetfulness, you forget who you truly are. You're the child of God. Don't even get into these kind of things. And these attachments are not good at all. To my mother, father, this one, that one, husband, wife, children. These kind of attachments are worthless. Don't get attached to anybody, otherwise you're going to go to hell. You are all under this influence of the material energy called Maya, darling. And that is why you wrongly apply the activities to yourself or somebody else. This is a very dangerous lesson. Please understand, Sankhya Yoga teaches you are not concerned with the body. So we have come to the end of verse 6 over here, and we will stop here for today.